Hello friends, welcome to the first session of pre-placement training program. As we already mentioned in our introduction video of pre-placement training program that this pre-placement training program is only for those students who are gonna face the pre-placement talks, placement drives, campus recruitment drives in their colleges. Okay, the students can be of first year, second year, third year, they can do this pre-placement training program. But if you are already passed out and searching for a job, then please don't do this pre-placement training program because for you we have something else. Okay, so let's start with the session 1 of the pre-placement training program. The name of this session is basic preparation. Basic preparation means that the preparation that needs to be done before the company arrives in your college. Okay, so suppose you are currently in August and you know that the company is going to arrive in maybe on November or December, so you have 2-3 months of time. Then during this time, what kind of preparation that you guys need to do with respect to the pre-placement training or the campus recruitment? Okay, so let's start the session 1 of pre-placement training program. This session is very much focused about profiling, skill set enlistment, CV or resume, and CV explanation sheet. These things are the basics that defines you, the basics that give you the proper knowledge about yourself before you are talking to somebody and asking for a job or applying for a job. Okay, now in this basic preparation phase there are some basic rules that I want to discuss. The first basic rule is it's a war. The whole placement drive, the campus drive, it's a war between you and the situation, not between you and the company. It's a war between you and the situation. So treat it like a war. Okay, and there is only one outcome of the war is your placement, your job. There is no other outcome. Okay, never treat the whole campus recruitment drive or the whole placement drive as like casual things. Yes, I'm sitting and I don't know, let's do it, I'm just doing because my father is saying and all these things. No, never ever treat this as a very light thing. It's not a light thing. It's a war that you might got rejected, somebody else got selected, and you feel very sad after that. Okay, so think it like a war. Second basic rule is a lot of people do this. They have the habit of last minute study. They start knowing that after 2 months or after 1 month the companies are coming, and during that month they start studying books. They start studying, getting the knowledge, the technical knowledge and computer knowledge and all, and they think that this whatever they are studying in during that time, this is gonna help them somehow in the placement drive. But that is not true 99% of the chance. Whatever you study in the last moment, last 1 month or something like that, some new chapters or something, that is not gonna help you. So please don't study. Okay, I'm not saying that stop going to college or stop study what is your regular study things. You can do it, but especially for this drive, stop studying new thing, especially for placement drive. Okay, other things you can study. The third thing is that is very important is professionalism. Okay, in the preparation, right, in the preparation, while talking to the people, the way you are preparing yourself, right, the way you are preparing your CV and everything, think that you need to follow a certain level of professionalism. Okay, and it reflects in each and everything. People who never take these things professionally, it reflects on their CV, on their profiling and everything else. And if you take it professionally, it reflects. So our suggestion is to do it professionally. Professionalism should be everywhere. Now, one more important thing is impression and expressions. So, see, this is a very common word, and why I am using here, that is very important. In some of the cases, students, even though they are very nice guys, they are very nice girls, they have many friends and all, but they always have issues with their own TPO, with their own placement coordinators, and the issues are big. So my question is, what kind of impression you have with them? You have shown what kind of impression you have shown to them, right? Because if they are in your college, they are talking to you from day and night, morning, evening, and still they are not impressed by you. Still you are fighting with them. Still they don't want to help you, right? So then how do you feel that in any other company or any other HR is gonna impressed by you? It's not, right? So whatever problems you have with your TPO or placement coordinator and all, please resolve. Give a very good impression on them. Okay? And if you are not able to impress them the way you are, try to express your concern. Try to express your concern that why this job, why this whole placement drive, why this getting a job before finishing of your college is important to you. Express them, and if you are able to express them, they are definitely gonna do something about you. And be apologetic. Don't be arrogant. So this impression and expression is very, very important. Okay, a lot of guys, even though they are very good, they're always being sidelined by their own TPO, training and placement cell, or placement coordinators, because they don't have very good impression and they are not able to express themselves in front of them. Okay, so please, this basic rule you need to understand. The last basic rule is failure is not an option. A lot of people think that work placement companies are coming, drive restarting. What if, even if I fail, even if I didn't get selected in any company, still I can do something else. Still I can qualify in gate and I can do cat. I'm just sitting in this company because just passing the time or something like that. Please never think like this. Failure is not an option. You are sitting because I already told that it's a war. So if you are sitting in your placement drive or something, it is only because you want to get selected. Okay, so there is no chance that even if you don't get selected or blah blah, there is no chance of any kind of blah blah. Okay, so never think about failure. And the last one, which is also very important, attitude matters. Now this is a basic rule, that attitude matters. Why it is in basic rules? Because a lot of time when people do all the analysis about themselves, they found out that this is a certain amount of package that I'm expecting to myself. This is certain amount of position that I'm expecting. This is kind of companies that I want to sit. So that is, all these things makes the attitude about yourself, makes your attitude about the companies and all, right? About the whole drive. But the moment the placement companies came, and that happened to every year, that people say, oh, this year there is not so much companies are coming, I don't know what will happen and blah blah blah. So Many times the students leave their attitude at their hostel room, and whatever shit company came, they just want to sit, they just want to job, they just want to have any salary, any position, any company. Okay, so please have some attitude. If you decided something, please wait for it. Okay, so attitude matters. These are the basic rules, right? It's a war. Don't study, have professionalism, impression and expression towards your core people. Failure is not an option, and attitude matters. Now, the next point I want to discuss is called profiling. What is profiling? Okay, so the whole idea of this pre-placement training program is to provide the pre-placement training in a very simplistic approach. So that's why I'm going to trying to explain profiling in a very simple manner. Profiling means is a paragraph, a sentence that defines you, that defines particular property about yourself. Okay, profiling is your story, profiling is your details, profiling is your statement about something. That is your profiling. If I ask you, tell me about yourself, the story what you tell about yourself, that is your profiling. Tell me about your childhood, tell me about your academics, tell me about your sports. That is called profiling. So what happened, and I really don't know, that profiling is one of the most important thing of a person's overall description. And I don't know why most of the time people never talk about profiling. Okay, they think that if somebody asks me about something, I will immediately reply as if I have all the knowledge and as if I have all the explanation ready. But that's not the case. A lot of time when somebody asks you about what kind of sports you watch, what kind of sports you follow, what kind of sports you play, people are not able to answer because they have never prepared that answers. So that's why we want you to prepare your profiling. Okay, your profile. So what kind of profile you're talking about? The first profile is, that is everybody want to know, is your personal profile. Personal profile about you, about your childhood, parents, siblings, which city you uh, grown up, which city you are in right now. Okay, what you like, what you dislike, all those comes in personal profiling. It's just like, tell me about yourself. So I'm like blah blah blah, I'm this, I'm born in this city, raised up in this city, I like this, I don't like this. This is personal profiling. Now the second thing is, second most important, is the academic profiling. And academic profiling doesn't mean that the profiling that you, oh, I'm a BTech engineering student of electrical engineering, and no. Academic profiling means the profiling from your childhood, school. So you need to have one paragraph ready that, from the school time I was a middle above average student. I always score about 75 to 80%. Okay, I was never been a topper, but I always clear my subjects in first attempt. And I got so and so rank in my engineering, and I got selected in this engineering college. I opted for electrical engineering or civil engineering because I like this course. Okay, and I'm doing this blah blah. So all this academic, all these things what you talk about yourself related to academic comes in academic profiling. Okay, now the third profiling is after your personal, after your academic. The third profiling is training, internship and projects. People want to know what kind of training you have done till now, what kind of internships you have done till now. and during your training and internship what kind of projects you have done. This is the thing people want to know. So that's why sometimes people attach this training internship projects in their academic profiling, but please make one paragraph of profiling on this topic separately other than the academic. Okay, because it's a very important thing that people want to know. The next profiling is skill set. Skill set profiling is very important, as whatever you have done in your college, in your schools, and in any other time, while doing all these things, what are the skill set that you have developed? That is very important. So you should know some skills. You should have some skills in hand so that you can put that in skill set profiling. That I have developed these skills. I am very good in. I have very good learning attitude. I have very good software skills. I have very good communication skills or leadership. Blah blah blah. Okay. Now, the fifth one. This is not very important, but still people want to know what kind of extra co-curricular activities you have done. Singing, dancing, painting, poetry, literal event, sports event, any kind of event or any kind of event management you have done in the college, cultural fest, all these things comes in extra co-curricular activities. Now the last is sports and fitness. Nowadays it become very important. People want to know what kind of sports you play, what kind of sports you follow, what kind of sports you watch. Okay, so play, follow and watch. Same thing. What are the things you are doing to keep you fit? Okay, so fitness matters. So people say I'm doing yoga, I'm doing jogging, some gym, intermittent fasting or something like that. But this is also something about you that you need to have it in written, one paragraph, sports and fitness. Okay, now some of you guys may ask that, sir, why it is important to write all these things, one paragraph about all these things. Somebody asks me, I can just tell them clearly, but that is the thing. Most of the time you are not able to tell them clearly. Most of the time you are you got stuck in something. You keep on repeating yourself. You keep on saying the same thing in terms of academic, personal training. Okay, so to make it very fluent, nice, you should write this and then read it, and then whenever somebody asks, you have the things to say. That's why writing a paragraph of each is very important. Let's go on the next topic, skill set analysis. I think this topic need to be previous than profiling, but still, a skill set are the skills that you gained or in the process of gaining through last 12 to 15 years of your education. It is not, the skill set is not something that you gain in last year or last 6 months. Skill set is something that you gain in last 15 years, 12 years in school and 3 or 4 years in your graduation. Okay, no matter, even if you think that your skills are well developed, but still it's better to say that these are the skills that you are exploring more. You cannot say that I'm masters in the skills. So what kind of skills people are looking at? The first kind of skills is corporate office work skill set, like documentation. Okay, like documentation, working on computers. okay, presentation. These are the corporate office work. Second kind of skill is IT and software skills. What kind of software skills you have, what kind of IT skills you have. Even if you are a core sector engineer, you should know some softwares, right? That is called as software skills. The third skill is factory and industry work skill. Suppose you are a core engineering student and all of your skills that you're talking about is more of corporate, more of IT and software, but very less skills which is matching towards any work related to factory or industry, something like that. So some skills you need to write which is adding up to factory or industry work skill set. Next skill is management skill set, like financial management, marketing management, human resource management, people's management. This kind of management is the management skill set. If you have leadership and all, if somebody have any other kind of important skills that is worth mentioning, please mention. Now let's go to the CV and resume. Many times people ask that I want to make a CV look very nice, and I'm very much confused that what should we add, what should we don't add, what exactly the companies are looking on the CV. And because of this confusion, a lot of people make the CV which never ever justify that person. It means there is a big box and we don't know what is inside the box, maybe a washing machine or a TV or something else, or air condition. Suppose in that box there is a air condition, but the specification sheet is saying that there is a machine inside, it cools, it make the water cold, it also make the vegetables fresh, it also can create ice. So what do you think while reading this, that it should be a refrigerator, but when you open it you find out it's a air conditioner. It also cools but not like a refrigerator cool. So your CV should be very much as per what you are, exactly what kind of person you are, what kind of training you have. And nowadays I keep on finding this weird that many people start saying that no, CV doesn't matter, interview matters and all these things. But try to understand, if there is a vacancy of 5 people and we got 500 CVs. So the first level of selection or rejection, first level of rejection, not selection, is going through the CV only. The assistants, the associates, they select the top 20 CV, top 30 CV out of 500. Yeah, then from that top 30, they select by interview. That's true. But to be in that 30, you need to have a very good CV. It's as simple as that. So let's see what should a good CV contains, especially if you are in a college and you are applying for a job in campus recruitment drive. The first part is personal details, name, email, ID. Okay, there is no need of putting your home address, but you can put that you are, which citizen you are, Indian, something like that, right? If you are in India, there is no need of putting your citizenship also. Name, email address, college, something like that. Personal details. There is an important thing. Sometimes female candidates write the mobile number of their parents. Okay, and that's my personal experience, that I keep on emailing to that female candidate, and I told them that tomorrow you will receive a call from us for further details and all. When I called her, her father picked up the phone, because that number from her father, and he is like, why you want to talk to my daughter, why you are calling me, who are you, and blah blah blah. And I'm shocked. Then that candidate sent me a message, email, that sorry sir, that's my father number and blah. I know there's many people who try to use your number for other purposes, but try to understand there are genuine people also who want to call you for job. So what if you give a number of somebody else and the whole deal get scrapped? So it's better to give your own number and be safe on that. Okay, it's not a recommendation, it's a recommendation, but it's not forceful suggestion. Okay, so that is the personal details. Second thing is educational details. Always remember, there are a lot of people do a lot of mistakes. Whenever you write educational detail, write full details: college, university, grades, and remarks, and year. Right, no matter, even if there is a gap in your education, so you want to hide it and you don't want to write your year of passing or something like that, but that's not correct. A lot of time people don't have a good grade, they don't want to write the grades in the CV, they say that doesn't matter. No, that you are not here to decide it matters or not. The company will decide. If that thing matters to the company, if your year of your education matters to the company, they will ask you 10 times, 20 times, and you need to provide them. And that time it's a very embarrassing moment. So it's better you provide in the beginning. Marks is 65% and my year of passing is 2015. As simple as that. Okay. And try to write your college name also. Sometimes people only write their university, hide their college name, and that is also not very correct. Your degree name, college name, university, grades, and year. Very clearly it should be mentioned. Okay, that's the thing. Third thing is skill highlights, that we already discussed previous slide, that what are the skills is required and all these things. So skills highlight, you need to write 4-5 skills. Now you need to write the details of their summer training and internship. People want to know where you have done the internship, where you have done the summer training. So it's very important. Then major and minor project. If you have done any minor project till that time, you write about your minor project. Okay, 1 paragraph or half, 2, 4, 5 lines. Activities and achievements. If there is some activities and achievement which is worth mentioning, especially in your college or school, please. Then last, hobbies and interests, because that is also very important. Okay, so these are the main things that should be in your CV. In personal detail, I personally suggest to put your formal pic. Okay, a lot of people don't want to put their formal picture, but I think you should put your formal picture in personal detail. There is no need of writing objective. Nobody reads it, and everybody have a very good objective in their life. Okay, so there is no need of writing objective. Okay, now one more thing, a lot of guys may don't agree on this CV sheet. They think, oh sir, but my elder brother have done another kind of CV, he got selected in this big company, why you are telling me like doing like this? I understand that, Even for pre-placement training program or CV, there is no format which is absolutely correct. There is no, you know, magical format. A lot of people are doing a lot of things and they are getting selected. I'm just trying to share my views, my points out of my experience, out of the experience what I gained through discussing these things with a lot of HRs and technical interview guys, and trying to make it very simple for you guys. Simple. Simple to implement, simple to understand, simple to do it. Because even if this CV, making CV seems simple, but when I ask for CV from many students interns, they send me a lot of CV that is pathetic, very bad formatted. Lot of misinformation is there. A lot of information that is not required. That makes me pissed off. So at least if you follow this, at least you should have a very proper kind of CV, right? Now, CV explanation sheet. This is also an additional thing that we want to discuss in pre-placement training program. Okay, so preparation of CV is a very common thing. I think almost everybody who is doing this, who is searching for any job or internship, they prepare CV. No matter how good or bad it is, they have CV. But no one of all those people prepare any CV explanation sheet. They just prepare a CV. They just put that CV in front of his HR, and the HR start asking questions from your CV. So when they start asking questions from your CV, and if all those activities what you have mentioned in the CV, it's not done recently, people start forgetting it. Their answers starting like, actually sir, in that internship, actually it was like, and that is not very good. That's why it's important that whatever you write in your CV, you should have an explanation sheet with you. Okay, so what that explanation sheet should contain the personal explanation, whatever the personal detail you write, academics explanation sheet, skill highlights explanation, whatever you write in your CV. Okay, personal and academics also includes all your achievement and activities, and internship and training, what you have done in that internship, what was your role, what was that firm, what kind of reporting you have done, what kind of project you have done. All those explanation sheet you need to prepare, one paragraph each, but you should have in your hand. So the first session of pre-placement training program is getting over. Now in this first session, we discuss about profiling, we discuss about CV, we discuss about a skill set, we discuss about CV explanation sheet, we discuss about so many basic stuff. Okay, now the task what we want to give you in this, that you need to prepare your CV. So for that, I want you to go through the package, the pre-placement training program package. In that package, we are providing you sample CV, sample profiling, sample CV explanation sheet. So when you see the sample CV explanation sheet, CV profiling and all these things, profiling and all sample, it's easier for you to prepare for yourself. If you see the sample, it's easier for you. We have not only give one sample CV, we have given 3-4 sample CVs, so you can pick up any format and make it for yourself. Okay, or you can finish all the other sessions and then do the task. So the task is preparation of profiling, listing skill set, preparation of CV, preparation of CV explanation sheet. Okay, you can take the help of our package, and then you can start preparing it, and you can finish it, submit it to us. Okay, when you submit it to us, then some of our best team members will check your profiling, CV, listing, and all these things, CV and all, and give you our feedbacks. Okay, so thank you very much. Take care of yourself. The next session is going to be more interesting. It will be around about how to prepare for general aptitude test. Okay guys, thank you very much.